agape. And if you don't know, then agape is a Greek word describing God's unconditional love. Now, I was actually on my way to Buscoins and Poets last night, and God gave me this poem. It's a little short one, and it goes, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, and He has anointed me with the gift of poetry, not just to flow, you see, but to flow through me, so that broken hearts can be healed and captives can be set free." Now we do another one called What Now? And it's from my book, Till Death Do Us Part. This is my first time doing it memorized, so I'm going to pray that I don't. Lord, I need you. I can't make it all alone. I'm looking back trying to find out where it all went wrong. I'm flipping through the pages, hating what I see, picture-perfect images of what I claim to be. Happily married to the man of my dreams, but nothing is as sweet as it seems. Files and files of laughter and smiles, clips and flicks to no end, portraying the life of a happy wife, but my role is only pretend. I'm playing a part not once rehearsed, like improv, scene after scene. The words "I love you" flow right out my mouth. But tell me, what did it really mean? What did it mean to take this ring and promise forever I do, if 5 years later the vows once cherished no longer hold any truth? What was the purpose of giving him my heart and my body night after night, if 5 hours later uncut onions continue to feed his appetite? I tried, and I tried. I cried and I cried, "Lord, please stop his sins," until tensions came to rise and all respect died, concealing my own faults within. Words were unspoken, promises broken, and trust was a thing of the past. Wrongs once pardoned, hearts now hardened, and it all went down so fast. I didn't want to let go. I didn't want to give in, and I didn't want it to come to an end, but I lost all hope when he sat me down that night, and he said he could no longer pretend. Deep down, I felt the same way, but I continued to fight the pain. I couldn't see past the shame and the possible looks of disdain. Behind a facade of fashion and wealth lay my deteriorating emotional health. With a wounded soul, I sped down the road and I drove to the point of no return, blind to any signs, warnings, and fines, or any bridges that might have been burned. Without looking back, I continued to drive with a passion ignited by lust, longing for that touch to soothe my aching heart and ease the pain of broken trust. Deeper and deeper I fell, constantly picking up speed, desperately trying to fulfill my every want and need. Hurt turned into hate, and grief turned into greed. Temptation opened its gate to this hunger I just couldn't feed. Time and time again, I gave in to the spirit of sin in hopeless attempts to finally fill the void that lies deep within. Deeper than his love could ever penetrate. More exciting than the moment we gave into our fame. Sweeter than the kiss right down to my thighs, and more explosive than the night we said our goodbyes. I finally get it. After all these tears, I finally get it. After facing my fears, Lord, I get it. After all these years, but where do I go from here? I don't trust him. I don't think I ever did. Still don't, even to this day. Well, maybe I do to a certain extent, but obviously not enough to stay. Yes, I still love him, and I know I always will. But I can't help but wonder if this is in God's will. You know, if God wants to give me the desires of my heart, then why would he let my marriage fall apart? If God says, "Ask and you shall receive," then why does my husband still want to leave? If he and I were meant to be, then why would he so easily give up on me? And why, after trying again and again, I don't even know if I want to be with him. Yes, I still love him. And he says he loves me, but all of a sudden he wants to live free. Free to party. Free to roam. Free to decide if and when he comes home. Free to sleep with whomever he please. And free to feed this addictive disease. Now that I decide to live free from sin, I'm torn with these questions burning within. Where God is joined together, let no man ever cleave. But what am I to do if he's determined to leave? I don't want a man who doesn't want me. And I sure don't want a husband who desires to be free. Come on, God. I was young. I know there's no do-overs in life, but I had no idea just what it meant to be a wife. And what more can I expect from a guy who never had love and affirmation from his own dad? The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. I guess it took that fall for me to finally see. It took some bumps and bruises to let God break me, rattle and shake me, mold and remake me. I know you'll never leave or forsake me. But what now, Lord? Where will you take me? Only you can fulfill my every need. So I'm ready and I'm willing to let you take the lead.
Wow.